MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor leagues. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Bowie. Number 35.
By the way, I have
stand
not
in.
just
And as
started
you can see,
this.
the big
I
number there.
have
He's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
bench playing this for a while, but
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
I'm slow.
I'll tell you what.
This is David Ortiz.
Anytime you get a first inning visit from
So I'm
your
really
pitching
slow.
coach, something ain't working out there. You know, here's what he's saying.
We're 3-3,
Look, we need you to figure this out.
We
We
got
need some
sweet.
innings out of you here.
and
Let's
we
go.
sweep the team.
Gavin Ridgway will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a liner. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, Doug Beck will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
And a fastball.
I have 2 home runs in the first 2
Emilio
games. I hit
Baez will stand in, and
2
he is
home
off to a
runs.
dreadful start at the plate as
started
he has
the
not hit the
series
ball well in
today.
April.
I think like 18 RBIs.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Something, I don't know.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Guillen on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 9 men
was the
come to
inning.
the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom. Number 35 steps in now.
35.
Into the windup and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cody has a play. 2 gone. Number 35 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Now batting, number 35.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he is in there. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate, Gavin Ridgway. He drew a walk his first time up. The 2-2 pitch. He's running towards second. Fly ball out to right field. And Guillen will handle this one for route number 2. Doug Beck digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases. Emilio Baez will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach. Well, he knew he had to be careful pitching with the bases loaded, but he didn't have to be this careful as that forces home a run. He's going to have to regroup quickly out there, though, because they're only 1.
Aldo Castillo stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Potts is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. Julio Hernandez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through the...
Number 35 will bat now, 2 for 3 in the ballgame.
Yeah, he's been solid at the plate for his team. One of the better performers in their lineup, I'd say.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic one going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. And he's been a tough out.
Stepping in, Gavin Ridgway. He flew out in his last at-bat. Weak roller right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Doug Beck stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Ready on 1 and 2. Left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away. Emilio Baez will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the...
And to score is the runner from third. It's 7-0. Number 35 will stand in, working on a 3-hit ball game now.
Well, he's feeling very comfortable in the box, too, and that's pretty obvious. They might try to move him off the plate here a little bit or something.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Bay Sox lead this. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Akron Rubber Ducks. Number 35 will stand in now, and beware because he has been off the charts hot here to start the season. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jennings giving chase. He's got it 1 away. Julio Hernandez steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Number 35 is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out. Craig Crenshaw walks into the box after being hit by a pitch in his first appearance, and that has to be a little motivation to do something big right here. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Number 35 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Leading off for Bowie, first baseman, number 35.
Here's a swing, and
That's gone.
Man. Way out of here.
That's over the hill. I just hit home run.
Solo shot to right center as the lead is cut to 4-2 now. Sean White comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. The 0-1 on its way. To first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, catcher,
So stepping in, number 35, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Smoke toward the hole.
Let's go,
and
baby.
He will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Got a fastball to his liking. It was middle in, so he was able to turn on it and pull it right through the hole.
So striding in, number 18, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Cody is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just one run. So it's one run. David Iwamura steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
A quick out number one.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Oliver.
Striding into the box, Oliver Bordick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. Number 35 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. That makes it 7-5 now.
Well, this guy's been swinging a hot bat here in the series, so you can't call this unexpected.
Gavin Ridgway will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
Well, he's trying to do what he can to get his guys a step closer to tying this thing, but that time
But Ethan's here?
he was a little too optimistic.
Now to the plate, Darrell Jennings. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle. Reined in. Out. The second for one.
No,
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
First for the victorious Rubber Duck.
So that just about does it for EK.
Dang it. I can't get
And
to
we welcome you
sleep on.
back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on Double-A. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Today we wrap up this four-game weekend. Jamie Enriquez will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Number 35 will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. First delivery to him on the way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. With a moment now, let's get a quick look at the Akron defense. It's brought to us by Russell Margowski digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Bounce to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Jamie Enriquez stands in. Grounded to short. He's got it to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man. Number 35 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Rubber Ducks lead this one. Number 35 will stand in here. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Not the kind of day he was hoping for. So let's see if he can get something going right here.
Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
Woo!
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
I am.
Well, normally when you hear guys talking about pitches that
Dumbass pizza party.
Number 35 will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Drilled to the right side. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes.
Doug Beck stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. It's high, but he's able to come down with it to make the play. It's a strike. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game.
Peace out.